So the first method that you can employ in order to start earning more money right now is building and managing teams of people, right? There's a direct correlation with how much money somebody earns and how many people they are looking after, right? If you look at a CEO of a business, they will be earning considerably more than someone that is looking after nobody, right? And they're just an employee and they're just looking after themselves. And they need to make sure that they go to work on time. That's it. And so the first method that you can immediately employ to start earning more money is by building and managing teams, by looking after. So how do you do that? No one teaches us how to do this. So let me walk you through it. There are fundamentally 3 skills that need to be developed. The first skill is you need to understand how to train people. The second skill is you need to understand how to hire people. And the third skill is you need to understand targets and numbers, okay? So it doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether you work in packaging, whether you work selling forklift trucks, whether you work as a cleaner, whether you work, it doesn't matter what you do for work, right? These principles remain strong. There are 3 skills. In order for you to level up and start earning more money, doing what you're doing right now, you need to learn how to train people, how to hire people, and how to understand numbers and targets within the realm of your job. If you dominate these 3 areas, you will see an earning increase. You will start to earn more money. So how do you actually do this? How can you shift into a place where you're looking after people? There are 5 steps for you to follow. So let's walk through them individually. Step 1. The first thing you need to do is you need to learn to analyze numbers. You spell that like a normal human. Analyze numbers. Now, why is that the first thing you need to do, right? So a lot of people, that is given what they call KPIs, key performance indicators. And a lot of people poo-poo the concept of, I don't want to hear about numbers, man. Well, in order for you to earn more money, you need to get a grasp of numbers, right? What numbers are important for your role, for your job that you do right. And there are numbers in every industry, every business, every role that anybody is doing. There are numbers associated with your role, okay? You need to know what those numbers are. What you need to figure out is what the most important numbers are that correlate to the success of your job, okay? So connecting numbers with the success of your job. So you need to understand what those numbers are. Now, if you don't know what they are, you can ask your manager, ask your boss, ask those around you, figure out how to do it. That's your task, okay? But you need to learn how to understand numbers within your role. Now, the second step, step 2, is you need to become so good at your job, that you can train people, right? So you're not just showing up to work, you're not just doing a perfunctory performance of your work, right? You're not just doing it for show and just, I'm showing up and I'm doing my work and then I'm going home and that's it. No, it's like you're freaking showing up, right? And you're doing a good bloody job, right? You're a good employee, right? You're doing a really good job at your work. And you should be so good at your job. You should focus on learning your job to such a degree that you are able to train other people, okay? That's your second step. Now, your third step is you need to push to shift into a role where you can train people. Now, I'm going to give you a tip here. And by the way, this exact mechanism is what over the last 15 years, is what I used. This mechanism is what allowed me to save up my first $100,000. Okay, I saved up $100,000 using this exact method. Okay, so it works. Okay, that's just a little tidbit there. But shift into a role where you can actually start to train people. Okay, now sometimes that role doesn't exist. Okay, and so you can put yourself forward and you can say, hey, listen, can I train these employees to do their job better because I'm doing such a good job myself, okay? That's step 3. Now, if you do just these 3 things, you will start to earn more money. It's going to happen, right? I promise you, it will happen. You'll start to earn more money. Now, step 4 is you want to shift into a place where you push to hire one person, right? Your next goal is to hire one person, okay? So you need to look for an opportunity. Now, it could be that within your department, they want to hire someone new. It's like, okay, you've been doing such a good job over the last 3 to 6 months that you can go to your manager and say, hey, listen, do you mind if I'm involved and I work with you in the hiring process? I'd love to support you with it. I guarantee you they'll say yes, because people hate hiring people, right? Most people don't enjoy it. They don't like interviewing. They don't like the process. And so if you say, listen, I can support you with it. I can look through CVs. I can do preliminary talks with them. Okay, push to hire one person. Step 5. After you've done that, is train them, the person that you hired, right? So now you've been involved in hiring the person, say, hey, listen, I can train them, right? And you train them. Then what can happen is you need to push to hire more people. Now, what you'll find is that by following this mechanism, this method, people that build and manage teams are highly valuable in today's society, right? This is a skill set that a lot of people don't have. And so if you shift into a place of actually being able to do this, you will, within the next 6 months, start to earn considerably more money, considerably more.